Well, hello and welcome to the Premier League Punters, week 36. Obviously, you can see Russ missing in action,
Mm.
but that's okay. That's okay. We've got the big boy here, Flash, remarkable all season long. And this is about the time. If you guys are have watched our shows through the past couple of seasons, you will see that this is actually where Flash gets going. Most of us, myself included, start stumbling at this point. It starts to get very tough, but not our Flash. Hey, you conquered. This is where you conquer. How are you doing?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm really good, thanks, Nat. It's really strange because maybe over the last few weeks, I mean, obviously we said that I was so close to going for Palace last week at Arsenal, but just felt that the moral was basically both teams to score and over. But you could have had Palace at 6. There's so many. You have these sides. Fulham, for example, been awful all season long. As soon as they get relegated, they play with
Tell
freedom. They're playing to like catch other people's eye. Now they kept a clean sheet last week, which is rarer than like Huddersfield scoring two, and they get an away win on the back of a clean sheet and scoring two against Everton the week before. So I mean, there's plenty value out there. I'm going for plenty value this weekend. I
yeah.
don't think I have anything under two.
Ooh, all right. Plenty of value. Interesting stuff. Well, listen, let us crack on. I have to say, dedication Flash. We have the Manchester Derby happening right this minute. Currently 0-0 in the fourth minute, and we have 10 very faithful, loyal people watching during this big match. So much appreciated. Okay, if you've got a pass, just simply say pass. We'll get through this card super quick. I actually found it really tough. I do. There's if I find it tough though, I often find that my bets do better than when I'm confident about them. So maybe that says something. Going to start with Liverpool Huddersfield. Liverpool 1.08 draw 15. Huddersfield 46. Liverpool at home. It is a must-win title fight there with Manchester City. They have a game in hand which they are playing right this moment. So it'd be very interesting stuff. And not much value. We did a which actually you guys should, certainly next season as well. We will continue it on the Monday. We do a weekend recap, and we do an early odds look. And so I did that with Martin Green. Martin Green, and another very successful football tipster. And anyway, so we were looking Liverpool win to nil. The odds then were 1.7. They've now dropped to 1.66. Liverpool win to nil. I think I'm still going to take it. I did actually take it up to 1.7 on Monday when we spoke. Do you, John Smith, Huddersfield to smash Liverpool? Better not if they're in the title race. I'm going for Liverpool win to nil, 1.66. What do you like there, Flash?
Yeah, Liverpool wins nil. It's not an official play. I passed on it, but I would say you've probably got the value there.
About the only value. Liverpool were to win both halves, 1.61. If you're going to look at the Asian handicap, the Asian, not the European Flash, value gets going at -3,
Yeah,
1.9.
it's no good.
No, no good. It's a tough match. Hello, Shamil. Oh, listening, actually. Eyes at Manchester City game. That's all right. That's all right. That's honestly, I really appreciate that there's actually anybody watching during this time. So thank you. Okay, Tottenham versus West Ham. Tottenham 1.45, draw 5.1, West Ham 7.5. Tottenham undefeated on their new shiny turf, wins to nil. West Ham obviously in poor form. I like the price actually for Tottenham as an accumulator bet. Alex will be giving out his weekend accumulators on Thursday, right after the Best Bet show. That's actually during the Best Bet show, right at the end. Going to do it this time. And so I like Tottenham for an ACCA 1.45, maybe Tottenham -1, Asian handicap. But I'm looking at Tottenham and the under 4.5 goals, 1.95. What do you like, Flasho?
Yeah, let's no. Again, this is another game I passed, but everything you just said there, definitely Tottenham and under 4.5. I mean, I know so many people, myself included, who got burnt last night on Tottenham -1 and had to wait to the 88th minute. Now, I understand that West Ham are not in any danger, so they can come and have a little bit of a go, and obviously that will enhance Tottenham's chances of scoring because Brighton last night they did an unbelievable job at staying in the game for 88 minutes. Yes, they had a bit of luck, but no, I think you found a good bet there. Tottenham and under 4.5.
Well, you can always nick it if you
No, I've
like
got
it.
no. Why was it
No,
over two? Was it?
just under, I'm afraid, 1.95.
Well,
I
exactly.
actually, and I had
Yeah,
Tottenham
yeah,
and the under 4.5 goals again against Brighton. So that was a nice win for me.
yeah. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my bet. Spurs in the under 4.5 goals, 1.95. Tunis Golf also like Tottenham win and the under 4.5 goals. Boom. Let's hope it comes in. Crystal Palace versus Everton. Now, this is a tough one. Crystal Palace 2.75, Everton 2.8, and the draw 3.3. Both walking away with successful wins on the weekend. Obviously, Everton smashing Manchester United. It's like the one time that I back another side, but well, normally I just don't back Manchester United or anybody. But I knew Everton had a chance here, and so I backed Everton. And but obviously Arsenal, good call on your side. What do you like here, Flash?
I like Crystal Palace and I like them a lot as well. Everton on the back of going to Craven Cottage and getting beat by the dodgy Fulham side 2-0.
Mm.
I'm not going to go overboard about Everton beating Man United 4-0 because they had no opposition. I mean, it really was. The first few goals were almost schoolboy like. I think that Crystal Palace are the up and coming side outside of the top
Ooh.
six. They home or away, they've got the ability to beat anyone. I'm not a jury's still out for me on this Everton side, and I think it was at 2.75 Palace. Yeah, that'll do me.
Really? Do you know I've got draw penciled here, and I know that you
Okay.
no, but penciled. That doesn't mean I'm playing it. I don't,
No,
you
no,
know.
no. But I know I hear you. I hear you because you're
I
going to
thought
hear
that I
draw
actually
come
thought
out
that
of
that's what
my
you would go
mouth.
for because the higher price is draw, isn't it? So Crystal Palace 2.75, draw 3.3.
Yeah, but 2.75 is massive for a side who do play well at home, do score goals, and Everton are quite flaky on the road. So I understand draw, and you'll hear draw at least 3 times out of my mouth in the next few selections.
Yeah, well, you know me, I get nervous playing the draws, but you will hear a few draw no bet coming out of my
Oh,
mouth, and I wonder
okay.
if they're going to be on the same map. I again penciled. I did want to speak with you first before I made an official bet, and you've not really cleared my mind. I was actually looking. I think both fancy their chances, both filled with confidence from their recent plays. I was looking at both teams to score 1.75 over 2.5 goals, odds of two. But I was thinking if we are, I think we're going to see goals from both sides here. 1.75. I think I should play it.
No, I
No.
think it'll be a tight game.
Do you? What
Mm.
do you think, guys? I have to say, I'm very, very shaky on these matches. So a lot of question marks. All right, next one: Fulham versus Cardiff. Could this be the possible draw? Fulham 2.48,
Yeah.
Cardiff 3, and the draw 3.4. I did put that this is probably one of the toughest matches to predict because you've got Fulham that all of a sudden have realised that they can win and score. Then you've got Cardiff fighting relegation. And with Brighton such poor form, Cardiff can actually pull themselves out of relegation here, but they need a win. So, with that in mind, what do you like?
I think the two plays are probably for a really sensible way to look at it. It's probably Cardiff draw no bet, but I'm actually going for the draw. I think this will be a 1-1. So I mean, I've got wrote down here Fulham draw 3.4, 1-1.
So, you're going for the draw?
I am, yeah.
So, funny
Official
enough,
play.
this is my draw no bet. I was doing Fulham draw no bet at one point, and I was wondering
Okay.
whether they would exactly whether we would sync up. I'm just not brave enough. I'm not too brave, David. David is saying, "How brave the draw no bet." I'm not too. I'm nervous on the draws. To be honest with you, I don't think I've hardly ever played a draw. I could probably definitely count on one hand how many times I've played a draw. Southampton versus Bournemouth now. Southampton 2, draw 3.6, and Bournemouth 4. I've got both hit or miss teams. I am leaning towards the home match. They won their last, obviously, home match hosting Wolves, but failed to win on the last 2 road matches. I'm wondering whether the home advantage here is something that we should take notice of. Now, I do know that you like to back Saints, so are you backing them in this case?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the reason is because it's
Ooh.
such an important game. Now, nobody else will understand this other than Saints and Bournemouth fans. But Saints win, they go above Bournemouth in the league, and obviously these are local rivals. Southampton and Bournemouth, although the big rivalry is obviously Southampton and Portsmouth, you've got Portsmouth, Southampton, and Bournemouth all within sort of a 35-minute drive of each other. So
Mm.
I would say you've got to go with Southampton, home side, crest of a wave. They are playing well. They should have beaten Watford on Tuesday night by 3 or 4 goals if they had taken their chances. Yeah, listen, their tails are up at home, and there's a feel-good factor. Um, it means a lot to go and beat
Mm.
Bournemouth
Mm.
on Saturday. So I think it's good.
Yeah. Tuniskov says Saints all the way and the over 1.5 goals. Shamil says Saints win and the under 3.5 goals. Like both of those, to be honest with you, maybe a 2-0, 2-1, something like that. I'm on the Saints side as well, I have to say. Southampton to win, odds of 2, even money. Watford Wolves. It's must win for both, really. It's very close. It's a great Premier League season. There's battles all around, relegation, mid-table, first place. You've always got Watford in 7th, Everton 8th, Leicester 9th, Wolves 10th, and barely a point between them. Does this lend to a close and cagey game, do you think?
My official play is a draw again here.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nothing split them when they played at
Mm.
Wembley in the semi-final. I just see that Watford won't want to get beat at home, but will they really go that extra mile to get the 3 points? So a little bit like last night, I can see this being a scoring draw.
Interesting stuff. I have to say I'm leaning towards Watford on this one. Have a look what a draw no bet is. There's a lot of value actually. That's why there's a few draw no bets here. Watford draw no bet 1.85. I hear what
On
you're
the draw,
saying.
3.1, yeah.
3.2.
Okay.
3.2, and I can tell you where. And you can see if you have a. Oh, it's actually a Unibet now 3.35. 3.2 William Hill. 3.3 Bet 365. Where
Okay.
do you shop at? So,
Lidl,
Lidl.
Waitrose.
Lidl. We don't have a Lidl here or a Lidl. Is it called Lidl? Lidl. Lidl.
That's Lidl. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in.
Not.
No.
Um, I'm liking the Watford win, I feel. 2.6. All right, I will confirm at the end. Brighton, Newcastle. I have to say, Newcastle at 3.75 looks pretty tempting. The draw 3.2 and Brighton 2.3. Brighton are very poor. 3 points above relegation, so they cannot find the net, the back of the net. They need to put metal to the pedal, but they are just not, and it is not looking very good. So there we go. Newcastle at 3.75. Should we take the value flash?
3.75 Newcastle for me. And the reason it's going to be is because I think Newcastle are far more organised. I think they're far more set up for the counter attack. And or dare I say it, that Brighton have actually got to try and go and win this game, even though they got beat 5 at home to Bournemouth. Bournemouth are not in the same class as Newcastle. Struggled to score. I don't think they've scored in like the last 6 games, Brighton.
Mm,
So they're going to have to throw caution to the wind, or they hope for a 0-0. For
mm,
me, they're overpriced. Newcastle, strong
yes.
outfit, 3.75.
Yeah. And I have to say, this whole season talking with you, Flash, your words and wisdoms and pearls of knowledge are finally rubbing off because I'm looking at that price. I'm saying that is too high. And that's what happened with Everton as well. Took a little while, but
Good.
you're rubbing off, Flash. There we go, 3.75. I'm on the Newcastle win. Those odds are too good to pass. Interesting, I do also have unders on this one, and Tuniskov is liking the under 2.5 goals. Shamil taking it one step further there, under 1.5 goals. And then just going back to the Watford Wolves game, a few people liking both teams to score or the Alex Classic on that one. Both teams scoring the under 2.5 goals. But yeah, going to go with the value at 3.75. Burnley versus Manchester City. Manchester City 1.18, draw 8.5, and Burnley 2.1. As we know, Man City are playing right this minute. It is a must win this game, and also obviously the game that they're playing right now again at Manchester United. Burnley Turf Moor, often the games can be kept close. I'm looking at not a huge amount of value. Man City in the under 4.5 goals, to be honest, 1.67. Can Burnley score?
Yeah, they can. They can. I mean,
Mm.
it's going to be an official pass. But if you want me just to give you a little bit of depth about this thing, I would probably say that if you put a gun to my head and that said I must have a bet in this, I'd probably go Man City in under 2.5. I
Wow.
just think this is a game of Man City just have to win the game.
Yeah.
It all goes, but a lot depends on the game we're missing at the moment. Um, if they're still on for it, then it's got to be you've got to go with a Man City, and it's how you go about it.
Yeah, yeah. We are missing this game. Well, the good thing is it was a little bit late starting. It's only 18 minutes in, or maybe 20 minutes. I think mine's a bit of a lag. Bossman, welcome. We have 16 faithful people here watching whilst the game is on. Man City under 4.5 goals, 1.67. Not a ton of value, but I like it. Manchester United versus Chelsea. Manchester United 2.7, Chelsea 2.75, and draw 3.3. Now, when I started researching this game, I was thinking to myself, got to go with Chelsea. Manchester United poor form, but Manchester United have not lost on their home turf since the 27th of August, and that was at Spurs. So really, I actually think that the play here is Manchester United draw no bet at 1.97. I think I'm hoping the worst they're going to do is draw.
I've gone for the draw at 3.3, and I'd go one step further and think it could be a 0-0.
Yeah,
I really do.
yeah.
I really think that we could see a complete and utter stalemate in this game. So when we say that, that doesn't stop people from just going under 2.5 or
Mm.
both teams to score. No, I just like 3.3 the draw.
Yeah, I told you though, didn't I, that we would be on the draw no bets because I am not as confident as you, Flash. I need to get some confidence with those draws, and that's why I did the draw no bet. You see, 1.97 Manchester United. I was really surprised. That was not. I immediately. So when I start like capping the games and things, I almost have a bet in mind. And then until like I do the research and things, and then I'm either talked out of it or into it. And I was like Chelsea, let's take Chelsea. But no, I was kind of leaning towards Manchester United. I think they could get something out of this.
The other thing is, though, Nat, and then
Hmm.
we've said this all year as well for people, and I hope that they've done it at some stages, is that if you bat the draw, then you all right, most of our bets are 90 minutes, but if you bet the draw and it's a draw after 70, 75 minutes, then you're getting a 75-minute winner
Yeah,
and you can cash out and just leave and you've done. And who cares? All the amount of late goals in the Premier League that we could. I mean, listen, I've been done a few times, but I've cashed out a few times this year, and I would have got done.
mm, yeah. No, I know. But unfortunately, obviously, we don't do like live in play like betting videos. So
No,
yeah, it's always a good thing. I suppose we can share because obviously we do it a few days in advance. So
yeah.
yeah, it's always good to sort of advise that because obviously the tips that are tracked on our record, unless we can work out a way that, we basically say if by the 80th minute or something, or you do a Twitter
No,
post, then we can reflect that in our results.
no, yeah. Well, I've done both of them things, but they've also got to understand that the individual they're following. I mean, anyone who follows me on this show knows that if I've said it's going to be tight, it's going to be a draw. They're almost if it's a draw after 80 minutes, they can almost know that I'm out, I'm
Yeah.
gone. Or if I've done a team at say 5, and they're winning with 10 minutes to go, but they're only winning by 1 goal,
Mm.
I'm gone again.
Yeah. Yeah. Manchester United double chance. There can't be enough odds on that one. Is that Tuniskov just said Manchester United double chance? I don't think that there's going to be a lot of value in that one. Doing
Be
a double
about
chance.
1.2, isn't it? 1.3.
Yeah, I'll bring up the odds on that one. And Tuniskov also says you missed Leicester Arsenal. No, I didn't. It's next. It's my
Mhm.
final one. Final one. So here we go. Leicester versus Arsenal. Arsenal 2.5, Leicester 2.88, and the draw 3.8. It is a must win. It's a must win for both. More so for Arsenal as they try to cling on to fifth, fight for fourth. But like I mentioned in the Watford match there, it's very close. They're going from 7 to 10 position. I think both need to come out and attack. I think both teams to score bet is 1.54. Says quite a lot. I think it's going to be an open match with plenty of goals. What do you think?
I'm going with Leicester to win and both teams to score
Uh-huh.
at 4.5.
4.5. Look at you rolling out the odds. I'm going for the Alex Classic. Both teams to score in the over 2.5 goals at 1.88. I think it's going to be a very interesting game. Just looking as well. Wolves 2-0 up. 2-0 up. Manchester United, Manchester City 0-0. All right. So there we go. Those are the matches, and we'll run down so you guys know what we are adding to our record. Flash, start us off, please.
I'm going Palace. Yeah, okay. I'm going Palace win 2.65. Fulham draw. 2.75. Fulham draw 3.4. Southampton to win at 2. I'm going Watford draw 3.1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Newcastle to win 3.4. I'm going Leicester, both teams to score 4.5, and I'm going Man United Chelsea draw at 3.3. And you better get it now because Arsenal getting beat at Wolves. I know. Funnily enough, I told a few people I fancy Wolves quite strongly tonight. I'm going to do a banker, Leicester to win and both teams to score against Arsenal.
There we go. There we go. Are you doing a two-team? Did you say a two-team parlay? You're not going to do it.
No, because I don't need to do a parlay because my draws are so good.
Yeah. All right. And funnily enough, so at the start of the video when I said all the ones that you're going for a draw, I think I'm doing draw no bet. I'm going Liverpool win to 0, 1.66. Spurs and the under 4.5 goals at 1.95. I'm going to skip the Crystal Palace Everton game. I'm going Fulham draw no bet at 1.79. I'm doing a Southampton win odds of 2. I'm doing Watford draw no bet at 1.85. I'm doing Newcastle 3.75. I'm doing Manchester City and the under 4.5 goals at 1.67. Manchester United draw no bet at 1.97, although I really like the draw as well. Leicester versus Arsenal, the Alex Classic at 1.88. Geez, my banker. All right, why not banker Newcastle at 3.75? And I am going to do a two-team parlay as well. I'm going to do Tottenham 1.45, and I'm going to do Southampton at odds of 2. There we go, guys. We're going to get back to the Manchester Derby. Thank you so much for watching, you faithful lot. And I will see you tomorrow for the Best Bet show at same time. So it's 3 p.m. Eastern time. I believe it's 1 o'clock here in Costa Rica. I'll be joined by Alex from Need for Tips, Stuart from Tips HQ, and Martin Green. Flash, thank you very much. Best of luck.
Cheers, Nat.
Enjoy
It's always
the
a
rest
pleasure.
Of the game. We only missed 25 minutes. Actually, less 20 minutes. That's all right.
See you soon.
That's all right. Bye-bye. Take care. Thanks for watching, guys.
God bless.